Hello, this is Donna Shop or Donna T Crafting on the socials, and I'm here today making some cute projects using Pixi Dust Designs die sets. The first project that we're going to make is this cute snowman gift card holder. Both projects I'm doing today are gift card holders. This one is the snowman, and I have pre-cut the pieces for this project. I also went in and did some shading on several of the pieces just so that I would save time in this video. Just adding a little bit of darkness around each of the items in the project. Now I cut two backgrounds. I really only need one, but in case I decide I want to change the color of the background so that I can write a message on the back, I cut an extra one. As you can see, I have all the different items here for the snowman. There's not a ton of dies that you have to assemble for this, but there are a few small pieces in this die set. To start with, I have this big piece, which is actually the body of the snowman, and embossed in that piece from when I die cut it is where to place all the other pieces like the eyes, the nose, the mouth, and the buttons down the middle. So I'm going to start here with just the carrot nose. It's very simple. You just put some glue in where it was embossed and then you can put it onto your project. Next, I have some eyes here. There is whites to the eyes as well, circles to cut whites, but I didn't need that since I already had the white background. I did not cut the white circles of the eyes. I just cut the actual black part since I didn't really need that white piece and didn't need it standing up higher. So once I have the eyes in place, that only other thing to add for the face then is there's a little black piece that I cut for the mouth of the snowman. You could put little dots for the mouth, but included in the die set is this real little lined mouth that you can put here, and it's really cute. And again, it's all embossed on there, so you can easily know where to put each of the items on this and make it look very proportional without having to guess where to put each of these items on this piece. Now I have I would call them coal buttons to go down the middle of the snowman. I cut those in black, and again, there's embossed areas for those, so you can just stick those on after you've added a little bit of glue. At that point, you really have the face and the body of the snowman done, other than there are these little stems to make the arms for the snowman. You can see that they go just on the side. I'm going to wait and put those on after I have assembled him, just because I have to fold in those sides and everything. So I'm going to wait and do that afterwards. This piece is the brim of the hat. The top of the hat is part of the background. The brim of the hat is separate. So I cut that in the same color as my background, and then I just put it along the top here, and then that will make the brim of the hat, and it'll stick out from the really the kind of the base of the hat. And then there is a piece for a scarf. I cut that in pink for this snowman because I wanted it to be pink and teal, and it very easily fits right here on the snowman. And again, I did do a little bit of shading on these prior to putting them on the piece. After that, I'm going to fold in the three sides. I'm going to use my bone folder to enforce those folds. This is going to allow it to attach to the background, and that will be your pocket for inserting your gift card inside this little tag. I think gift cards are a wonderful thing to give. I know that's all my kids want these days is gift cards and money, so these tags will come in very handy for them. So once I have that all folded in, I just have to glue that to the background. I use score tape for those folds just because I think it will hold a little better than the glue would. I don't have to let it sit to adhere. Once it's in place, then you can see how that brim of that hat kind of looks really cool with the background since it is like that. And then you can take your gift card and stick it in between there. It fits really nicely right in there. I didn't have a gift card at the time, so I took an old credit card that I had here to test it out, which are the same size. Now, as I said, I'm going to go back and put my little arms, which are like little sticks, in place on the sides. I want it hanging off just a little bit, and that's one of the reasons I waited until the end. I wanted to make sure that I didn't hit the flaps that had to fold under. So I'll put those on to represent the arms. And as you see, I had cut the extra background piece in white. I could put that on the back. Right now my background is that teal color. If I wanted white on the background and to reinforce the background, I could put that in place. So there you have a really cute snowman gift card holder. It takes nothing really to make this. It's so quick. It fits really well with the gift cards. You can just slide in your little gift card and put a little string on it, and you can add it to your Christmas tree, add it to another package. But it is really cute, and I think it would make a wonderful gift for anybody in your family or friend gift list. As you can see, when you add the string, it doesn't impair the gift card going in and out. You just have the string to be able to hang it then. Now we're ready to make my second gift card. This one is going to be Mrs. Claus. Again, I cut two of the backgrounds and I just cut off the tab on the top of one. Don't think I'm going to use the extra piece, but if I wanted to make my back to be red to match my front, I could add that on the back. I have my little pocket, which I've already folded in the sides on it. And as you can see, I'm just placing the hair so I can kind of figure out how my hair fits along with the bottom and the top as well. I did do some blending again on the hair. I added some gray just to make her hair a little more like gray hair instead of white hair. I went ahead and put on the pocket, and I have put down this little piece down the front where her buttons will go to make it look like that. And then I'm going to add the belt piece, which I cut in black. Again, I used score tape on the pocket just so that it would hold better and adhere quicker than if I used liquid glue. For my belt, I am leaving just a tiny piece of red at the bottom showing, just like maybe that's her pants that the belt is holding up. And then I cut the little belt buckle in gold, so I'm going to put the gold belt buckle in the front. You would not have to use all the pieces for this. I just decided to use as many as I could on this tag just so that I could show you how it all went together and assembled from my perspective. I think there's different ways you can do it, so certainly use some creativity and do it the way you think you would like. I added buttons down the middle of that white piece, and now I'm adding the little lace collar to the top of her little coat. I think these little lacy pieces really make this just turn out so super cute. Next, I'm going to figure out how I want the face and the hair and everything kind of to go together. I'm going to start by adding a little bit of glue to the top of the face, and that way I can put the hair onto the face first. So this is the one piece of hair that comes with this, and then you've got more of the hair in the background. So I'm going to add this little piece on here, and that gives us a much fuller face and gives us pretty much what we need, so when we attach it, it will make a lot of sense. I'm going to decorate the face. I cut the whites of the eyes, and then I cut the black part, cut the mouth and the nose, and added all those. And then I just took a little marker to add in the cheeks. I just thought it was easier just to take a little marker and color in those cheeks, and I think it's really cute that way. So I just took a little light pink marker for that. Next, I'm adding the little bun piece that you can cut out that gives it some texture up to the top of this other part of the hair. Um, and that way you have that in place. And then I attach the face to the bottom part of it, and then I add that top. And the trick is really just trying to make sure that you line everything up all along, and just take it slow as you do it. I made the little bow and I'm adding it to her hair at her bun. You could add it at her collar. I just decided I wanted it at her hair, at the top of her bun. And then I cut out the little glasses, which I think are just adorable. And I'm going to add those around her eyes. Just a little bit of glue around that. Again, you can change this up in so many different ways. So whatever makes the most sense for you. Certainly use which pieces and parts that you think make the most sense for your taste and design. Once I have the glasses in place, I am pretty much done with this one. Again, you can put a gift card, slip it down the center. You can add a string to make it into a tag very easily. And it's just an adorable way to give that little gift card to someone in your life. Let's just test it out. It slips down, and it slips down between everything, so you don't see it very much when it's all done, but it's so cute. And you can write on the back. You could also add another color or another piece on the back to reinforce it if you would like. Be sure to check out these wonderful gift card die sets. They are just so easy to make for your holiday gift giving needs. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you have learned a lot. And with that, I wish you a great day and happy crafting.